YouTube boxing's been going on for almost 6 years now, and because there's been over 200 fights in total, we've seen it all. I mean, sometimes it produces the greatest knockouts of the year, and sometimes we get stuff like this. So because there's been so much action, I decided why not go over the top 5 greatest comebacks we've seen so far, starting off with Minicon vs Arms Korean. Now, a lot of people were scared to fight Arms, not only because he looks like an entire whale, but he literally one-pumped Master Oogway the last time he stepped into the ring. But nonetheless, Minicon decided to take the challenge, and if we just look at them side to side, I mean, like, what? One looks like KSI's dad, and the other looks like KSI trying to hug him. I mean, it just doesn't look fair. And that's exactly what we saw in the first round. Arms absolutely destroying Minicon, landing a nice straight left hand there, and then dropping him a few seconds later. But because— whoa! Bro, that looks like the last scene from an OnlyFans video. What the hell? But as I was saying, because Arms has so much muscle, he actually started to get tired in the later rounds, so Minicon began coming back, starting in the third where he landed a massive right hand and uppercut, but then it tripped to the ground like a Looney Tunes character. And then the fourth round may have been the hardest round to ever watch in YouTube boxing history. I mean, not only was Arms getting absolutely destroyed, but he could barely stand up. I mean, just look at this clip.
What the hell? Oh my God, the way.
But in the end, Arms did win because of that first round knockdown, but I just had to include this in the list because I think we can all agree in that last round he was straight up fucked. Moving on to number 4, we have Slim vs Salt Poppy. Now literally everyone was excited for this fight, not only because Slim and Salt Poppy are two of the greatest boxers in the scene, but also because Salt Poppy came down 20 pounds just for this fight. And that alone is a comeback in itself. I mean, Salt Poppy was looking like a cheeseburger out there. And he was only getting bigger, almost looking like KSI back in lockdown. But the fight itself was actually a crazy comeback. Salt Poppy was absolutely rolling at the start, dodging anything Slim threw, and then lunging forward and throwing a flurry of shots while Slim was just covering up. And even in the middle round, Salt Poppy continued to throw nice combinations, landing big punches on Slim, which then forced him to clinch, making Slim look like KSI when his dad finally decided to hug. Let me relax, bro. It was a joke, relax, it was a joke. Now the fourth round was where it all went down. Okay. The fourth round was where it all went downhill. Literally 5 seconds in, Slim landed a massive straight right hand right on his chin, and then Salt Poppy acted like it didn't faze him whatsoever, but then got penetrated harder than Adam 22's wife on a Saturday afternoon, so he decided to clinch. But then 2 minutes later, in the exact same round, Slim once again landed 2 massive right hands, sending Salt Poppy down, and that was the fight. Going over to number 3 now, we have DK Money vs Virus. This was just an action-packed fight that had something in it every single round. Starting off in the first, DK Money lands this Gigantosaurus straight hand, sending Virus's head back like a yo-yo, making him run away, but then DK Money just unloads, throwing left and right hands, doing big damage, while Virus just covers. Whoa, what the fuck? What the hell? I didn't know Virus came back like that. Damn, okay. Bruh, look at Keemstar and his girlfriend. Bruh, look at Keemstar and his underage girlfriend cheering in the back. No, but this is actually crazy. Like, imagine your current girlfriend being 1 year old, and at the same time, you're 21.
This is Predator Raw.
Okay, but the action didn't stop in round 2. DK Money once again landed a crazy left hand, sending Virus down, but then 1 minute later, Virus lands a nice 1-2, making DK back up, and then lands another 1-2, knocking DK Money out and winning the fight. What in the actual Now you may be wondering, why isn't this fight at number 1 or 2? Well, after the fight ended, Virus confessed that he injected testosterone in his body and he had 10 times the amount he should have had. This man really just scammed DK Money out of his win, like Logan Paul scamming his audience.
Whoa.
Both of them are retarded. Okay, but the craziest thing about this fight is imagine injecting drugs into your body so it can enhance your boxing performance and you still get dropped. Like, that has to be the biggest L someone can ever take. Coming in at number 2, we have Dean the Great versus Waleed Sharks. I mean, there's not really too much to say here, just because I'm guessing everyone knows what happened, but for those who don't, Waleed was like actually winning every second of this fight. Like, there wasn't a single second where he was losing. Except maybe right here. I mean, that man was throwing that thing back. What the hell? But I mean, first knockdown, bang, dropped on the ground. Second knockdown, big 1-2, making Dean do the stanky leg. Third knockdown, once again, a nice 1-2. And at this point, you may be thinking, this has to be another forest incident. I mean, it's basically another dead body filmed on camera and uploaded to YouTube. But then, one round later, Dean somehow found the power to land a crazy right hand, and that was it. Now, this 100% could have been number 1 on this list, but when the ref ended it, you can obviously see that Waleed was still functioning properly and was able to fight, but he just didn't turn his back quick enough, which is why it's at number 2. But coming in at number 1, potentially the second most memed fight other than Austin McBroom versus Bryce Hall, it's Austin McBroom versus Anyson Gibb. It honestly makes complete sense why Austin stopped boxing after he fought Gibb. I mean, this man turned into one of the biggest memes on the entire internet after his horrific performance. The only time he was actually good in this fight was the first round, where he was winning pretty comfortably but then sealed the round by knocking Gibb down and standing over him. Nah, Gibb had to get his get back. Like, if someone knocked me down and stood over me, I would've... What would I do? Nah, I'm gonna be real. I'm just running away because I ain't dealing with that. But after this point, Gibb just destroyed him by first landing a nice overhand counter to drop Austin down, and then 50 seconds later throwing this beautiful 1-2 level change, almost sending Austin out the ring. Nah, but imagine... Imagine standing over someone acting all tough and then getting dropped 2 times within a minute while also looking like this. Going into the 4th round, Gibb was once again dominating, throwing left hands, right hands, uppercuts, going all out. But there's actually an Easter egg in this knockdown. If you look really closely, Austin was actually Fortnite emoting as he fell to the ground. But this next knockdown may be even funnier. Austin threw the worst uppercut I've ever seen and then falls to the ground like he's skating. What the hell was that? And then finally, to end this fight off, we get to experience a knockout.
Big left hook! You guys, he's got a hold on here. This one's over!
I think we can all agree that that was by far the greatest comeback in all of YouTube boxing. Like, after that performance, Austin McBroom should rename himself to Austin McDoomed. What? Cause like, get it? So this is my list for the top 5 greatest comebacks in YouTube boxing. Comment down below if you agree or disagree, and make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to never miss future videos.
We hope that he applies the pressure,
Right.
because we all know what comes with that. He's going to run into a punch. I'm calling it now. He's not going to last longer than Bryce did. He's not tougher than Bryce.
12 seconds later. What happened if I think you caught COVID or a little bit ill before the first fight, Gibb? Can you explain and tell me what happened there?
No, I was on my deathbed, and he got lucky with me being sick. This time around, I'll be 100%.
That's it. He's called it. He's called it. Oh, man.
This time around, I'll be 100%.